A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a charged atmosphere on December 11th, 2025, a hearing titled Worldwide Threats to the Homeland was momentarily derailed by protests as Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem began her opening remarks. The hearing, held in the Cannon House office building, was intended to provide lawmakers with insights into the most pressing security challenges facing the United States. However, the session took an unexpected turn when two protesters interrupted Noem's address within moments of its commencement. The first protester, dressed in priestly garb and brandishing a crucifix, shouted, "End deportations," while invoking a dramatic, "The power of Christ compels you." This interruption prompted immediate action from security personnel, who attempted to restore order by reminding the protester that disrupting congressional business is a criminal offense. Despite this warning, the protester persisted in their outburst, leading to their eventual removal from the hearing room. Before the first protester could be fully escorted out, a second individual joined in, waving a sign and shouting, "Get ICE off our streets. Stop terrorizing your community." This protester was also swiftly removed by security, but not before further unsettling the proceedings. Once the disruptions were addressed, Secretary Noem resumed her remarks, emphasizing the Trump administration's commitment to border security and the enforcement of immigration laws. Under President Trump's leadership, DHS is securing our borders. We're restoring the rule of law and we're protecting the homeland, Noem stated firmly. She highlighted efforts to combat transnational organized crime and the flow of dangerous drugs into American communities, asserting that the administration is working tirelessly to end illegal immigration and restore order to the immigration system. The hearing provided a platform for lawmakers to question Noem and other officials about the current landscape of security threats. Noem pointed to the risks posed by untracked illegal immigrants who entered the country during the Biden administration, a sentiment echoed by National Counterterrorism Center Director Joe Kent, who labeled the lack of knowledge regarding these individuals as the #1 threat to national security. Kent's comments underscored a growing concern among lawmakers about the implications of lax border policies and the potential for security breaches. The discussion at the hearing reflected a broader national debate over immigration enforcement and the role of agencies like ICE in maintaining public safety. Noem's testimony came amid growing scrutiny of the administration's immigration strategies, particularly in light of recent allegations of improper arrests of citizens in Minnesota, which prompted calls for a reassessment of enforcement tactics. The protests at the hearing are indicative of the heightened tensions surrounding immigration policy in the United States. Activists have increasingly voiced their opposition to ICE operations, arguing that these actions disproportionately affect vulnerable communities and lead to unnecessary fear and trauma. The passionate responses from the protesters suggest a deep divide on the issue, with advocates for immigrant rights clashing with those who prioritize strict enforcement of immigration laws. As the hearing concluded, the disruption served as a reminder of the contentious nature of the immigration debate in America today. While Secretary Noem and her supporters continue to advocate for stringent border control measures, opponents are equally determined to fight against what they perceive as unjust practices that harm families and communities across the nation. The outcome of these discussions and the policies that emerge from them will undoubtedly shape the future of U.S. immigration and security for years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.